Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
First pitch coming, here it is. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
First pitch, 120.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Senzel leads off first with 1 away. Now a throw over.
No, he's in there.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner, outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Nick Castellanos now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Digging in, Joey Votto. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. From the stretch.
Well, that's off the plate.
2 out here and a runner at second. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's totaled 13 base hits in 26 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Here's the 2-0. Now a flare out toward right center. Hayward coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 44.
Striding into the box, Aristides Aquino. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Oh, no way.
The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
The 1-2. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Baez.
And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today. You get out of the cab. and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Red.
Here's Chris Bryant now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now the 1-1 pitch makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2 heading out towards shallow right. Aquino is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Reds out in front, 2-0. Digging in, Freddie Galvis, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side, but foul. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Baez has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
In now, Kurt Casale. First pitch on its way.
Aye.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Fouled away. Now another 1-2.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Stepping in now, Trevor Bauer. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On, he pops it up. In there, a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Senzel is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first-step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming, here it is. Ball 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And that's out number 1.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So in now for Chicago, number 12. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One and one to Schwarber.
1-0.
Here it comes on 1-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. He's taken high above the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but That was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Good battle. Count remains full. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the pitch. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike, too. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's set and the pitch.
Oh, that's kicked out.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left, number 36 on the year for him, as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a hit. Happ scoops it up. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look, the Reds leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart. So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Hayward is there, 1 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aristides Aquino. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Castellanos rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next to Cincinnati, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Digging in now, Kurt Casale, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Reds are on top, 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Jose Quintana.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. The pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping into the box, Javier Baez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. 1-1, a fastball high. 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Line towards center field. Senzel is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Bauer's ready. Here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And it's 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. So coming to the plate, Trevor Bauer. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
one of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1 and 2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakis, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Open stance by Moustakis, and now the pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Stepping up now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Struck him out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Aquino is there, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 on its way. 1-1.
1-1.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready once again, Eugenio Suarez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
On its way is pitch number 75. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Trevor McGill is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 29, Trevor McGill.
So now to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. This is pulled into right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Settling in now, Freddie Galvis. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
He's set. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
So striding forward now, Kurt Casale 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Aye. No ball, 2 strikes. Let's go, Cubs. Ball inside.
He has to be greedy, working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in this count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Two outs here with a runner at third. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Off the LED board and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Standing in now, Trevor Bauer.
The pitcher.
As he lifts it in the air to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the
Kyle
left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center, and this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 19th home run for him on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
In now, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
That's
2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Coming to the plate now, Trevor McGill. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Galvis, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Bauer pauses. First pitch on its way.
Ball. That's inside.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
A runner on first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. 5 innings complete. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone rate.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Count even now at 1-1. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He went deep last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse.
Well, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Alec Mills gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
The left fielder, number 2.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. 3rd foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
The first
In is Joey Votto now.
Joey Votto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Two out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. But the Reds do push across a couple on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's the Reds 10 and the Cubs 1. Into the box, Jason Hayward. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1. That's right. Good eye. I got to count 1 and 2.
Lifted the other way to left center. Castellanos has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
1 out, nobody on.
Hey.
A high fastball is in there. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get a knock.
Looking to send him packing again. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The throw is wild and it gets away. And he is in there.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but
Now
he's not
batting,
exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
To the plate now, Wilson Contreras. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Row, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Let's go, one more time, baby.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And, boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
The center fielder.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the stretch. Two out with the man at first. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Row right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you were a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2.
2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Here now the 2-2. Weakly hit towards first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 10-3. Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Let's go, Cubbies.
A ball and a strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Freddie Galvis. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey! 0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's down to third. Right to Bryant. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning.
The batter, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
So striding in, Kurt Casale, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
Yeah, man, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
The 0-1 delivery. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jose De Leon will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here.
Now pitching.
Tucker Barnhart will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now pitching and batting 9.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
Count is 2-1.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the first out.
The pitcher, number 30, Alex Mill.
Victor Caratini will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Caratini.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Two balls and a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Javier Baez. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. Next day.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Out of play. So a full count now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Kyle Ryan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Ready now, number 16, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Digging in, Nick Senzel. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Ryan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Ryan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. On deck, Mike Moustakas. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by. But on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ready for another shot now, Mike Moustakas. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1-0 the count. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runner at first here, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Back up the middle. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. None left for Cincinnati. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Riding in once again, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The right fielder, Jason.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hayward.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Chris Bryant, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0.
That ball's foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
2-2.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Wilson Contreras waits on deck. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the
Now
4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Anthony Rizzo would be next. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chasing up out of the zone.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's too high.
And a ball 1-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Eugenio Suarez will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. Come on, off. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here it comes. Not holding back on the 2-0 cutter, but it's 2-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
All even now, 2-2. The pitch. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Back goes Hayward into the basket, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. His 4th in the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So now to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. Line drive to center field. Hap is right there, 1 down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now to the plate, Joey Votto. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
First pitch on its way.
Ball.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. One and one, here it is.
Count 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Come on, Cubby.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. One out, nobody on. Count remains full. Full count still. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Hayward, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. Number 302 career as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Brian Tepera comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Brian Tepera. Now batting, number 44.
In now, Aristides Aquino. Popped him up. Contreras has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. And the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Reds 12 and the Cubbies 3. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
1-2, here it comes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Ian Happ. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on a mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
3-0 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Here it comes, the 3-0. Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball one. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. The 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Javier Baez would be next. On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Javier Baez. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And that misses 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. A shot down the first baseline. And this will get past Votto down the line. A fair ball. And to score, the runner from second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Jason Hayward. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Second and third, 2 away. Over to the outside half, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field, into the bleachers, and gone. It's a 3-run home run for Jason Hayward, number 17 for him on the season. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit. At the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson. Now playing right field and batting 8. Number 4. Now batting, third base.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant.
Bryant.
And it's fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way, and he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Stevenson, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-0. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Gonna be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Four runs here in this half inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Raisel Iglesias takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
26. Raisel Iglesias.
Kyle Schwarber will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up saves number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. Cincinnati jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Trevor Bauer wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Jose Quintana was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher is Trevor Bauer. His record is now 10-3. The loss goes to Jose Quintana. He falls to 9-7. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.